Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I order items from the US and I get them over to me in Canada. Alright, so this tip is going to be useful if you are shopping online, and you're doing Amazon FBA in Canada, and let's say you find some stuff on websites that are from the US and it's a great deal, and if you got it and you sold it on Amazon FBA in Canada, that you could make a profit. Well, that happens to me a bunch of times when I'm searching for products and I see stuff that would potentially do well on Amazon FBA in Canada, but it's coming from the US, and a lot of the times they either don't ship to Canada, or if they do, the shipping is going to be like so high, and or the shipping is higher than the product's worth itself, and it's not worth it. So how I get around that is I use a company called TSB Shipping. Now, this is only located where I am, but there are a whole bunch of other companies just like TSB Shipping who do the exact same thing. So let me just explain what these companies do. Basically, these companies are located just over the border, and they allow Canadians, mainly Canadians, to use their address, their US address, and then you drive over to the border and pick up your item at an extremely cheaper rate. So I'm going to explain the process of how I use TSB shipping with my Amazon FBA business in Canada. Alright, so let's say I'm shopping online, and because the US, they have like really good discounted deals sometimes, and online a lot of the things are cheaper sometimes. So let's say I see something for cheap online and it's a US website. And let's say the item is like $10 or something, and I'm gonna buy like 3 of them. So I go on the website, and I'm purchasing the item, and the address that I put is not my Canadian address. The address I put is the TSB shipping address that I registered for. Usually with these types of companies, you do a free registry, with your name and stuff. They give you an ID number, and you can use their US address. So when I'm purchasing stuff, I put in Jewel Tolentino, and then I put in the TSB address, which is a US address that I can ship to. It's not a P.O. box address. It's an actual address where someone will receive the package. And a lot of the times in the US, they do free shipping. So to have it shipped from the online store there that I'm buying the item for $10 to TSB Shipping, which is located in Point Roberts, Washington, it's going to be free shipping. Most of the time in the US, they offer free shipping. If I tried to send that to Canada, that would be like $20 or $30 US shipping. So once I order my item, it's now being shipped over to TSB Shipping in Washington. And then once it arrives there, I get an email from TSB saying, hey Jewel, you've got an item, this is the size of the item, and then you can come pick it up within the 2-week time frame that they give. Now when I go pick it up, it's not free. I have to pay a small fee depending on the size and weight of the item. And for small items, I usually pay $4 US. That's a lot cheaper compared to $20 or $30 compared to the 4, right? To $4 or $20 to $30. That's a huge difference, especially if you're doing this a bunch of times. So once you pay that, you have your item, and that's how I get items to me in Canada. Now, the downsides are this only works for people who live relatively near the border. I live in Vancouver, and to go to Point Roberts, it's like 20 or 30 minutes. It's actually a funny loophole. Point Roberts is actually connected to Canada, but it's somehow still part of the United States. I still don't understand it. So if you don't live near a border, if you live far away from the border, then this generally will not work for you unless you want to order a bunch of things and then take the trip down there and do it that way. Now each place is different. I have to pay per item for the shipping, so each item will be a cost. So whenever I'm buying stuff online, I try to group them together so that they come in one box, so that I only have to pay one thing to TSB shipping. Another downside is that, you have to drive there, drive over the border, go through the border patrol crossings and say what you're doing there. Usually I just say that I'm shopping online and I bought some stuff, or it's for gifts. One time I said that it was like I can't remember exactly what I was getting, but I alluded to it being part of Amazon FBA, and I did have to pay some tax on that, but usually I don't, because I say it's either for me or it's for gifts. So this tip is really useful for you guys if you live near the border and you want to purchase stuff online and they won't ship to Canada, or it's going to be too expensive to ship to Canada. You guys can use this alternative method. So just wanted to share this method with you guys, and like I said, I use the company TSB Shipping, but there are a whole bunch of other companies, all across down the border that do this exact type thing for us Canadians. Now these businesses exist because they know that we don't purchase stuff from the US because of the shipping hassles that we go through. So that's why they exist. Like all the people who go to TSB Shipping, they're all Canadian. They're all picking stuff up from the US because it's too expensive or they won't ship. So I would highly recommend trying this service out. Research in your city or area for the nearest location to you. Alright, well I just wanted to share this tip with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Back from the dead.